What's up? My name is Nick Ortiz. I train at a 10th Planet under Andy Varela and Casey Alsted. And yeah, I have a wrestling background. Started Jiu-jitsu like 4 years ago. Been on a tear, trying to compete as much as possible, learn as much as possible, you know. I felt like they didn't want us to win at all. I'm usually not that loud, you know. I don't talk a lot. I try to be humble. But I felt like when I was competing, I took a crazy back take and it was silent in there. So I felt like I had to make noise for myself, you know. Looking back, I kind of regret it. It's a little cringe watching the video, but a lot of other people like it, you know. So I don't know. I'm a little on the fence about how I acted. I think I should be more humble in those circumstances. But, you know, you learn, you know. We're the villains for sure. And Adam is a good talker. He was saying he talks a lot in his matches, like usually. So I know he definitely had a lot to say when they all were against us, you know. But yeah, it was exciting. It was fun.
Very nice, very nice.
It was more of like a shit talking contest. Like it was a lot of jiu-jitsu, but like I felt like the coaches and us, we were like talking shit back and forth during all the matches. So it made it like more intense for the audience, you know. It made it more exciting, more than just jiu-jitsu. I have high rollers next weekend. My plan is just to be active. When I started this year, my goal was to compete once a month. I've done that and a lot more this month. This is my third time competing this month in March, April. I don't even know what month it is. But yeah, just keep competing, learning, enjoying the process as much as possible. Staying healthy is very important. The name of the game is to stay in the game. So yeah, my goal is to just compete and learn and try to update, try to gain knowledge from every performance. I know I have a lot to work on. I'm not very impressed with the win at the 3v3. I know we won and it looked like it was easy. I got mounted for a second, for like a couple seconds. You know, I'm not impressed with that. I should have took a team out for sure. That's what I wanted to do. So hopefully there's a 5v5 for B team, and that's going to be really exciting. There's a lot of studs on that team, but we have a lot of studs too, man. And we haven't really been exposed too much, just a little bit. We got our toe in the water, but there's a lot more to come from 10 Planet Las Vegas for sure. Oh yeah, I think all of us, I can't speak for Adam and Spencer, but they're probably the same way. Like, I'm my biggest critic. So, like, looking back, all I see is, like, everything that I did wrong. People are like, hey, hell yeah, man, you did so good. You look dominant. But, like, I don't feel that way. So I just need to be in the room training, you know, just getting better so I could compete and dominate the best, the highest level competitors. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking to just be like the guys that are competing, but also have a family and kids to worry about and like life. I want to beat the guys that are dedicated to the sport as well as me, you know, that put everything into this. I think it's important to beat the best guys if you want to be the best. Well, Andy was explaining this to me the other day. A lot of the high level gyms, they drop instructionals, and they're already like 2 years ahead of what they drop. So they drop instructionals, but they already have the counters to the moves that they already dropped. So all these other gyms are behind a step or two, trying to follow what the highest level gyms are doing, as opposed to Andy and our guys. He's more focused on like doing our own thing to beat all these highest level guys our own way. And I think it's been working. It's been showing. We haven't been around for that long, to be honest. Barely 5 years. I don't even think it's been 5 years. And we're already on like the map to beating and competing against the highest level gyms in the world. So that should say something for itself. In 5 more years, when we're more dialed in than we are right now, I think it's gonna be bad for everybody. I don't know. I think I see a lot of hate, if I'm being honest, but we're out here, you know what I'm saying? We're competing. We're doing it. What we do online, we're doing that in matches at the highest level. Andy does it at the highest level. He's stunning on all these high level competitors. So they can't be mad. they can just hate from the sidelines, you know? So in my opinion, jiu-jitsu is so hard for me to watch personally just because it's so boring. I know when people lay there and pull guard and work leg locks, it's technical. A lot of people get good at it. They master it. It's cool. I think it's so boring to watch. I turn off the match. If people start butt scooting, I am completely turned off. So I think I'm pretty good at jiu-jitsu and I want to make it my career. And I want people to be able to enjoy watching it. So that's definitely, it's never been my style. I came from a wrestling background. So I like standing. And so I think it works perfect for jiu-jitsu and for 10th Planet. It's exciting to watch, you know. Sometimes you get got, but at the end of the day, you want people to give you those oohs and ahs when you compete, you know. If it's silent, then like, what are you competing for? You know what I'm saying? You want to get a good reaction. You want to give entertainment to the fans watching from home. I'm saying, like, I was hyped for the chains. Those were really exciting. That's what got me hyped. I wanted to. Whatever they give me. It's funny because Adam found this tournament randomly scrolling on Instagram. He sent it to me as a joke. We're like, yo, we need those chains. And then we just pulled, like, a couple weeks later, we pull up to the competition, and then it's our show, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I think that a lot of competitions are like that. When we pull up, it's our show. We even no matter where it's at. And I think that's why a lot of people hate us as well, you know. So like, you walk up, you go into like a gym that's not yours and you act like you own it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like that. They take it as disrespect, but we're just confident, you know? Yeah. We're out here trying to compete, trying to get the experience, and a lot of people don't like that, but, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to X Marshall, my sponsor, my clothes sponsor. They're super dope. They have some really dope gear. As to projects, I'm just training, competing as much as I can, trying to eat healthy, you know, stay active, and keep my body right. My knees were bad for a long time, so there was a second where I wanted to compete and I couldn't, just because I was scared to get injured. So I just focused heavily on just like getting my knees strong. And now I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to just stay healthy and get the dubs. It's hard, man. It's especially when like you base your whole life around this, you know, training and jiu-jitsu. Man, I am jiu-jitsu. And then you get injured and you can't train. And it's really hard. So you got to like figure your priorities out and what's really important. So when I first started training, it was so hard for me to watch. Like, when I started wrestling, my brother was a big fan of wrestling and he watched it. It was hard for me to watch wrestling when I first started. I don't know why, but like, I forced myself to learn good positions, and I forced myself to watch people that were like my style, and I try to just do things that they did, and it really helped me. Instructionals, I fall asleep, if I'm being honest. If like, I watch Danaher, fucking Gordon Ryan, they're hard to watch, man. I fall asleep. My brother, he like clips little videos up to me and he sends them to me, and it's easier. I have a short attention span, so like I don't really do much. I don't play video games. I don't watch movies. I listen to podcasts, and when I'm bored, I turn on an instructional and I just like kind of watch it. You know, that's what I do like most of my time when I'm watching instructionals, and it helps, you know. But what also helps is like going to practice with like something in mind to learn, instead of just going to get a good workout. I think it's important to structure your practices and make the most out of every single minute that you're in the room, and obviously training smart. It's hard. It's really hard to just sit down. If I'm being honest, like, did they go over the move like 10 times? It's very important to watch them, but it's just so hard for me to sit down and watch. It's easier for me to watch like good live matches That's usually what I do when I study. I watch live matches of guys that are like me, that move like me, and I just try to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? The blueprint is there for everything. So if you want to be the best, you watch the best. But the instructionals are just too slow for me. So live matches, for sure. I've literally never finished an instructional. I've watched like countless, but I've never finished, like I skip through, like watch what I want to watch. It's so hard for me I fall asleep most of the time when I'm watching instructionals. I never really I post videos on YouTube, but I never wanted to like blow up. I got hella followers from a couple of videos that I posted, and those were just random, like, it's funny. The first video that blew up that got me about like, I have 500,000 or 50K right now. I have 50K followers right now, and the video that made it blew up, it was sitting in my drafts for like 2 months. And I just like went back. I'm like, oh, this is a pretty sick video. I should drop this. I dropped it, got millions of views, blew up everywhere, and now people say I get crazy messages every day saying how I inspire a lot of people. And it's really dope to see, but like that was never my intentions at first. So I'm trying to get better at the content creating for my people, but it's hard. So yeah, bear with me. I think if we have a guy in our room, like B team is very smart. They have a guy recording all of their matches, every training session, and they're booming right now. I think if Ken's Planet did that, it would be like times 10 the viewers. We have so much excitement in our room every single day. The live is crazy. Last night, me and my brother had 2 matches back to back, and we were pretty much fighting each other. It was crazy, and we just hugged after. It's really cool. So I think as far as content, we just need a cameraman that is willing to record for us. That's pretty much it. Nah, it's not really pressure. I always try to do I've always felt like people look up to me in a certain way, so I've always tried to do the right thing. Now it's just on a bigger spectrum. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, trying to be a good guy, inspire the youth. That's my main goal. Inspire other young men to be good leaders, because that's very important. I think our world needs that more than ever right now. So I'm just going to try to be a good leader and see where things go. You can find me on Instagram at Nick Ortiz. Replace the I with the 7.